What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get right to this video and make this one really short compared to all my really long ones. So this one's gonna be short, but I just wanted to talk about the hesitation and bucking issue and be on this subject again, and my VW experience that I just had with this. So recently, one of you guys contacted me and said, hey, your hesitation bucking could be caused from your purge valve. I was like, okay. So I disconnected my purge valve and my hesitation and bucking went completely away. As you guys know, if you watch my other videos, but if you haven't, I'll just explain real quick. It went completely away. And so I was like, it must be a bad purge valve, must be stuck open or something like that. So I bought a brand new OEM purge valve from FCP Euro, and I installed it, and I was like, it's gonna be fixed. So I installed it and I plugged the new one in, and the bucking came back. So I knew right then that it wasn't my purge valve, but it's something related to that, something before the purge valve, because if I disconnect the purge valve, all of my bucking and hesitation issues go completely away. So I knew I had to do something with the purge valve, and then I remembered that there was not really a recall, but there was an extended warranty for like this surge pump tank failure, like the gas surge pump tank failure, anyway, something like that. And they extended this warranty to 150,000 miles or 10 years. Which is great. So I called up VW and I set an appointment up to meet with them, and I set that appointment up for today at 10 a.m. So anyways, I went there today and they were really polite. Like, this is the first time I've actually ever brought my car to a VW dealership, just knowing how expensive they are, and I do most of the stuff on most of the work myself. Let's get a better, there we go. So I set it up and I explained to the guy at the service desk, who was really polite, really nice, really friendly, about my issue and all the different things that I've done to my car to remedy it, but that I have pinpointed it to something related to the purge valve. And I know the purge valve comes from the gas tank area and the canister valve and stuff like that. So I was in the forums about a week and a half ago, just searching about others who've had the same issue with the surge pump purge valve or whatever, and they said that they've mostly been having issues regarding like gas tank overflow in the canister. And I haven't really been having that issue, but I have had that one time about a year and a half ago happen to me. I remember that gas started spilling on the floor, so I was like, well, a lot of these people on the forums, they were tuned and they took it to their dealer and they honored the warranty claim of the surge pump failure, and they replaced it, and they replaced their canister valve and their purge valve and all sorts of stuff relating to that issue. They didn't have the bucking hesitation issue, but they had more so like gas overflow, which related to that surge pump failure that's in the tank. So anyways, I was like, well, maybe my bucking hesitation has something to do with that was also maybe causing the canister to overflow and stuff like that. So I set an appointment up with VW at 10 a.m. and when I set that appointment up, the lady that I spoke to, who was really polite, really friendly on the phone, she said that's going to be no problem. It will take about 4 to 5 hours, and if they don't find anything wrong with the surge pump tank, then they'll just charge me like the $180 or something like that for the diagnosis fee. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll pay that to see, what really is going on with the issue, because I know it's something that's going to the purge valve, and the only things that are there is the gas tank and the canister area and stuff like that. So anyways, I went there and I dealt with the service guy at the service desk, and filled out all this information. I was probably there for like 15 or 20 minutes. But the thing that sucks is it's about a 45-minute drive just to get, dang, this road is, they're redoing this road. It's just crap right now. Good thing they're redoing it, but it's taking them forever to get this road done. Holy crap. Getting back to my story, so I was there for about 15 to 20 minutes filling out information and stuff like that. And then he pulled my car up into the service area, and he's like, okay. And he's like, all right, so after we filled all the information, he told me, okay, well, we're going to have it for about 2 to 3 days at the lease. And I was like, wait, 2 to 3 days? And he goes, yeah, this isn't something that's simple to diagnose. And I'm like, literally, you just pull the, you just do a few things. You hook up BCDS, and you pull off the passenger rear wheel and the fender, and everything's right there except for the surge tank. But they can do all of their diagnosis probably within an hour, because they're a lot faster than I am working on cars. So why is it taking 2 to 3 days? I don't get that. And then he told me, and also your car is tuned, right? And I said, yeah. And he's like, well, I can't guarantee that this part will be covered under the warranty because your car is tuned. So if anything comes up flagged, which it would, because my car is tuned, it definitely won't. And I told him, I'm like, well, there's other owners who own these cars that have had these issues, and they've been tuned too, and they've been covered under the warranty. And he's like, I understand where he's coming from. He can't really make the judgment. He's just a service desk guy, but it kind of sucks because they just, when I set the appointment up, they told me one thing, and then I show up and they tell me another. So anyways, I asked him, I'm like, well, do you guys have any courtesy vehicles that I can use in those 2 to 3 days that you're going to have my vehicle? And he's like, no, but there's an Enterprise rental company across the street. And I'm like, that does me no good. Like, what happened? What happened to dealerships providing care for customers who bought their vehicles from them, and I am the original owner? What happened to the care? Like, COVID really just screwed everything up, dude. And now these dealerships are so greedy, they don't even provide a simple vehicle. They're just gonna take yours for days and don't provide you with anything. It just, like, if you told me that over the phone, like, yeah, this is gonna be a diagnosis, it's gonna take 2, 3+ days, then I never would have came in, never. But because you told me 45 hours, I was like, sure, it's worth my day spending at VW, and then I could drive my car home. And that's the reason why I set an appointment up at 10 a.m. or whatever. The reason why I set an appointment up is so that you can get on my car right then. Not so that you can get on my car a day or 2 or 3 later. That just, there is no more like customer satisfaction, at least with VW. I've never really had an excellent experience with them. I've taken it to them one other time, but I never did any work on it because they were just super kind of just like inexperienced and rude. But this one, they were very polite, but I wish they communicated with me better and told me exactly what it was going to be when I set the appointment up. And you know, don't tell me one thing and then when I come in, tell me another, especially when it's 2 to 3 days and you don't provide any customer vehicle to get them on the road. Like, what do you expect me to do? Call someone that's working? Nobody is available right now. It's Monday and everybody's working. I can't just like walk home. I can't just take an Uber home or anything. I live 45 minutes away. That's not going to happen. So anyways, I just wanted to give you an update. I'm probably going to buy a used canister or inspect mine and you know, take the cap off and see if there's any like gas overflow in there. And I'm also going to clean out my filter that's in there. And if I do, hopefully that fixes the issue. If not, I'm going to buy a whole new canister used from another guy that I found, because new, they're like $400 or $500, which is just ridiculous. And I still don't know if that's the issue with my bucking. All I know is the car runs perfectly fine when the purge valve is disconnected. So I'm completely fine running it disconnected because I haven't seen it cause any other issues with the car, with my PCV or anything like that. The only thing that sucks is the check engine light comes on when it's disconnected, but I can deal with that. But the car runs perfect. I'm actually getting like 2 miles per gallon more with the purge valve disconnected, which is kind of odd. So it should be opposite. But either or, the car's running fine, and I'm going ahead with my meth tune really soon, probably within the next week or two, and I'm going to go that route, and I'm just going to leave my purge valve disconnected because the car runs perfectly fine with it disconnected. So anyways, I just wish my experience with VW was better. It's just another reason why I'm not going to go with VW in the future, because at the very least, the least they can do is communicate with me better. I've only gone there twice, and my experiences have not been that great. I can't really fault them for being kind of rude, because they were actually very nice at this one here in Tucson at the Auto Mall, Tucson, Arizona. So they were very polite, very nice, very friendly, but the communication just isn't there. The satisfaction as me as a customer who bought my vehicle new from them, not from their dealership, but from VW, just hasn't been great. I understand that my car is tuned, but the thing that really upsets me about this is that they know this is a faulty part, and a lot of people have been having issues, but instead of them putting a recall on for this part, which would allow everyone, tuned or not, to get this part fixed, instead they put an extended warranty on it, which basically makes them more money in the long run, because first they have to diagnose it, so they have to do some diagnosis instead of actually just replacing the part. And if the diagnosis doesn't come out that that part is the problem, then they're gonna make money from a diagnosing fee, which is like 180 bucks or something like that. So they make money regardless, and that's the reason why they did it. I think it's kind of bullcrap how they did it like that, and just another reason why I don't want to go with VW again, because if they're going to play these stupid games with their recalls, which a part should be recalled, but they're doing an extended warranty, which basically puts everyone who's tuned out of it, of getting that part that should be replaced by VW, period. So that's a little frustrating. So yeah, no more VWs in my future, guys. But this is my short video. I just wanted to give you an update. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for your likes and your comments and your dislikes and your subscriptions and everything that you do to help support my channel. And until the next video, I will see you later. All right? Peace.